You can just give it to Ben in the office whenever you get a chance. I think I got food here. Hey, boys. What's going on? Good. Good, you.
Hey guys, UOttawaScotty here. Thanks for joining me for another video. We are at the neighborhood pub on Baseline Road in Ottawa. This is a great live music venue. Jayla or I are usually playing solo here every Wednesday from 6 to 9. And it also happens to be a really fantastic pinball arcade. I'm going to be talking to Mike here, the head mechanic and owner of all these games. I'm going to be talking to him about, what goes into the restoration and how they work. So I hope you're going to enjoy that. He also has an employee, Ben, that works for him that helps them with the games. And it also turns out that they're actually Canada's distributor for parts for these pinball games. So quite interesting stuff. These are electromechanical and logic machines, basically early computers to be exact. And yeah, it's really interesting stuff. So without further ado, here's Mike and Ben.
This is Ben, by the way.
Ben and Mike. Okay, so Ben, you work with Mike too.
I do, yes.
So what's your relationship? He's your employee.
He's my son, actually. Oh. You can't know.
It's tricky to see the resemblance.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody gets it right away, but I just thought I'd mention it just in case.
No, I started coming here in college when I was going to Algonquin College down the street. Like we were talking about, made a documentary about the place as part of my film program. Okay. Befriended Mike that way, and eventually when a job opportunity came up, that's how I joined.
Okay, cool. What do you do with Mike here?
I do just about everything. Primarily, we've been working on the restoration and repair of the machines in the arcade. And also I'm getting into custom programming of the solid state.
And artwork for the game.
And artwork.
Okay, custom programming. So there are like chips in these machines?
Not this one. This is an electromechanical machine.
So this one's all mechanical.
Relay logic only.
Anything with a digital display as opposed to the rollover digits as a computer.
This is the computer.
Oh, so it's all relays and
100%
stuff.
relays and switches, but it's just like a computer. It's zeros and ones. It's on or it's off. So this bank, this is the score motor here, which just sort of turns and activates stuff and searches for whatever it's going to find, scans. And each of these relays operates an individual function. And these are like, that's the ball count unit. It counts what ball you're on. This is the coin unit. Counts your coin inputs and credits, etc.
Wow, man.
That's the chime unit here. A little solenoid hits each of these pieces of metal and makes the bell ring.
Okay, so they're actually little tines, almost like little tuning forks that it hits.
Sort of, but they're not tuned. Only Gottlieb's tuned their actual chimes.
Okay.
But similar idea, exactly.
Okay, wow.
Different length will give a different pitch.
So the coins come in here. Presumably there's a box.
Right through here, yeah. And the coins catch in here.
And wow, it's all electromechanical.
100%.
So I see these wheels sort of...
They turn and these little bumps activate the stacks of switches, which send an impulse to the various different parts of the game to achieve the state or to make it do whatever it's got to do until the circuit opens and or closes, and then this will stop turning once it's seen everything it needs to see.
So that transformer back there, is that the power supply?
That's just a transformer.
And then that supplies power to all of the
everything. Yeah, that splits out your different voltages to the various different things that require.
Okay, and then what do we have up here?
Again, well, these are flippers, for example. So this is the actual. This is what makes the flipper move. This guy here. You've got your drop target bank here, reset like that. You've got your pop bumpers here, which... Oh man, they're playing sweet too.
Oh yeah.
So,
oh, that one's not firing.
I can see.
There it goes. Needs an adjustment.
So I can see the arcing.
Oh. Yeah, absolutely. This is AC, man. There's no DC. This is completely unregulated. It's just AC power.
Really? So there's 120 volts
going through everywhere.
Really?
Well, you've got different voltages coming off the transformer, but you're at full amperage. It's standard AC voltage is split up through a transformer.
Pretty dangerous then working on these things then.
No, not really. There's not much under there that would give you much of a zap unless you touch the actual terminal where it's coming in right off the wall.
Okay, I got you. So how old would a machine like this be?
1975.
75, yes. Eh? Wow. And how did you get into fixing pinball machines?
Well, ultimately, I started collecting in '92 when all the arcades closed.
Okay.
And it's basically you either fix it or it doesn't work. Like, there's nobody left working on this.
Yeah, you're probably, one of the only guys in the city that...
Well, there's a lot of collectors and guys that do work on games. There's a couple of operators that have games on location in places that service their own games. But as far as actually commercially fixing games for people, and having a published address and phone number and guaranteeing your work and all that stuff, we're pretty well at.
Wow. Oh, cool. So 1975, and what are you doing to this machine right now?
Well, this machine, it's got a brand new reproduction playfield.
Okay, so you reconditioned...
No, this is a new playfield we bought from CPR. They manufacture reproduction playfields.
Really?
All the components were installed onto the bottom, repopulated, and we're tweaking it out a bit. Like I went with modern Williams Valley style pop bumpers, because that's just kind of my signature in the arcade. We went with translucent blue with blue bulbs instead of the original white lane guides, red flippers instead of the white flippers. Just cosmetic stuff that way.
So there's still a company that manufactures all these parts that you can...
There are companies, yeah. So Pinball Medics, we're like Canada's biggest online parts e-commerce store.
Okay.
And we're lucky to have all the stuff right here in the shop. Makes it a little easier when we're reconditioning games.
Yeah, well, this is your shop. I assume that you do all your work here. I see some PCB boards up here.
Yeah, there's a few spare PCBs to keep in stock. This is all the different various parts that we ship out across Canada.
Oh, so you actually are one of the distributors for parts.
We are, in Canada, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we resell for the American, manufacturer retailers here in Canada.
Wow, okay. Wow, that's so cool. Very, very interesting. So, yeah, there's not a lot of people doing this, a very specific trade. So, and you mentioned, I was talking to you the other day, you mentioned something about the incandescent bulbs and the LEDs.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. We're taking these old incandescents out, actually. We're literally just doing the head now.
Okay.
We just finished the play field, so it's all ready to go.
This is an incandescent one.
But yeah, that's what an incandescent bulb looks like. Grab a natural white.
Do you have to do anything to the electronics to make...
Not on these, no. Some games do. Some solid state games have issues that will occur when using an LED.
Solid state.
Yeah, like electronic control, like computer controlled games.
Computer, as opposed to like...
Which was like the year after this. This was the last year of electromechanical games for Bally.
Okay.
So you can sort of see the fairly drastic difference.
Right. So you don't have to worry about that burning out.
It won't burn out. It won't generate excessive heat, which can actually damage the artwork on the glass. It puts stress on all the components, the connectors, the wires, the power supply, more so in a solid state for the power. But it's just overall easier on the game, and after you get over the difference, I find it looks way better.
Yeah, your games look phenomenal, by the way. The arcade looks really nice.
Well, we do a lot of heavy mod. Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Can I just go play?
You can just go play. Absolutely, thank you.
How many games do you have here?
Here in the arcade, I think we're at 35 pinball machines right now. And I don't know, 7 or 8 video games, and we're putting a bunch more onto the other side actually for AJ. We want to build a little lounge in the back there.
Okay.
So yeah, that's going to be pretty sweet. We're putting a golden tee. We're going to put, a couple, maybe some sort of 8-line machine or something. He wants sort of a Vegas-y kind of feel. Nothing that'll pay out, of course. That would be illegal. But we're just going to make it kind of a sort of a hanging lounge with a few video games and a couple of different things to, make a sort of separate little area, an extra entertainment zone.
Right, you guys have the one side of the pub.
Yeah, the Ottawa Pinball Arcade is this side, and the neighborhood pub is the other side, but we're like together.
Yeah.
So it's a co-production.
Right.
If you will.
Symbiotic relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just going to cruise around the arcade, let the boys get back to work. Oh, look at some of these games here. Champion Street Fighter 2. It's really hard to find games like this working condition. It's beautifully done. So, Baby Pac-Man. Look at this game. What do we got here? Pictures. spa.
It wouldn't be hard to find. It's not a toy, but it's like an entry level.
Oh, I like this one. Space Invaders. That's a really cool, how that mirror effect works.